Hi everyone, welcome to Lodge for another week. A little bit quiet, only had a couple of runners through the week. We had a bit of a bug go through the stable and I just had to pull the pin on a few horses, but hopefully we're right on top of that now. I give quite a lot of these horses a really solid gallop this morning, and they all worked up really good there, and they pulled up really good from it, which is mainly so. We'll head back to the races with a few horses this week. What did we have raced through the week? Had little Miss Gutsa, she was good. She keeps on keeping on, that little filly, doesn't she? She probably put 4 or 5 really constant runs together now. She given her a little bit of start. The leader sort of kicked away, but she was all over it late, and probably only won another 2 or 3 hops and she would have won. I'm not sure where we'll go with it. There's plenty of those sort of midweek races for her. She gets through the soft going. I don't know if she's a real wet tracker, but she if the tracks are sort of a slow 7, slow 6, I think that's okay. So if we have a sort of a mildish winter, hopefully we can sort of extend her prep a little bit and get another 1 or 2 runs out of her. Big Diamond Luke goes to Werribee on Saturday, 2,000 metre 58. That's his grade. We'll kick him out. We'll put him in the first couple. Had a couple of excuses last start, but what I liked about it that he actually jumped out and put himself in the race. He didn't do this jump out, get back, and be an old slug. So we'll ride him very similar to it. Bounce, put himself in. Werribee's probably the right track to sort of, in a staying race, to land 3rd or 4th, and hopefully that's where we'll be. So he'll get every chance. Not sure of heavy track, not really sure, but you would think that Werribee's going to be rain affected. But anyway, he can go round. That's Diamond Luke at Werribee Saturday. Yeah, I've got Screw Creek in. Had him in today, and it's come up a heavy 8 track. And look, he's had 2 starts on a real heavy tracks, and he's actually ran last both times. So I'm really keen to take this horse to the races because I think he's working up really well. He'll be 1,000,000 to 1 when he goes to the races, and I've no doubt he'll go well on his work. So I've got him in a Terang on Sunday. I'll probably look at taking him there. Hopefully the track holds up okay, but Terang can be really, really wet, so I'm not really sure where I'll go with him. But I tried. He ran a really good race over a mile, and I stepped him up to try and go to 1.25 miles with him. He just wasn't running the trip and was sort of a bit keen and wanted to hang and do it wrong. So I'm just going to drop him back in distance where he should land 3rd or 4th or 5th and then be hitting the line. And if they go on his work, certainly a little 1,400 metre maiden somewhere, it'd be really hard to beat. So anyway, I've got him in on Sunday at Terang. If the track holds up okay, we'll run him there. That's Screw Creek. Little Kate Blame, I've got her in at Terang on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'll run her yet. I'll have a good look at the race, but I ran her first up, and she looked like she was going to run right into the race, and she was just really weak late. So we changed a few things with her. They've had a little bit of muscle enzyme problems with her, and she was one of those horses that got that snotty nose. So I'm pretty sure she's over it. I'll probably just do some work with her tomorrow and see how she is, and if she works up nice and strong, we'll give her another crack at the races. So that's Kate Blame in at Terang on Sunday. Yes, Super Socks. I'll take her up to Swan Hill on Monday. 9.75, 4-year-old and upwards maiden. That's got her written all over it. She'll be really competitive in that. She worked up beautifully this morning. She's just been one of these horses that's just had a bit of a bug, so she's had to have 4 or 5 sort of really quiet days, and we sort of started picking her work up again. We gave her a really solid gallop this morning, and she worked up really nice and sharp and keen. So no doubt she'll pull up well from that and be ready to go on Monday at Swan Hill. Lorenzetti, I'll take him to Sandown on Wednesday. There's a nice little 1,800 metre benchmark 64. That looks like a really good race to kick him off this prep. He just went, I gave him 1 run over 1,400 and he was just terrible. And anyway, we're giving him a bit of time to get over that, and he's working up, and he's really sort of sharpened up and really good in his work. Actually took him into the track this week and give him a gallop in there. I might even do that again on Saturday, give him a course proper gallop. And I do that a little bit with old Prince Ziggy. Every now and again he gets a bit bored with training here, and I take him into the track and give him a grass gallop, and just sort of changes his frame of mind. So I might do the similar with this little horse, but he's working up beautifully. I'm really happy with him, and probably 1,800 is going to be a little bit short for him. He's only won the 1 race in town, that was over 2,400, so I can probably just see myself running him in an 1,800, then stepping him up to a 21 or 22, then going to a 1.5 mile race 3rd up. So, but that's Lorenzetti. He'll go to Sandown on Wednesday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week we brought Come Along Jeffrey and Blow In back in. We brought them back in this time of year, wet tracks. They both, they handle, you know, from anything from a heavy 8 to a heavy 10, the wetter the better for them. And yeah, brought them in this morning, give them a bit of clean up. They got their shoes on. Jeffrey's feet are a lot better this time in, which is good. He had sort of a bit of troubles with his feet, so his feet will need to be in good order to race on these wet tracks, which I think they are. So he'll be in for a good prep. And Blow In, he's a horse that seems to be, he races really well fresh, and his first sort of 2-3 runs are really good, and I think that's the way we'll train him. We'll just sort of keep him nice and fresh, give him 2 or 3 runs, keep him nice and short and sharp, keep him to sort of 1400, and I think that's the way he races most effective. But they're both in good order. They've put plenty of putting on during the paddock, and yeah, I think they're both in for a good prep.
That's it for another week at MZ Lodge. Thanks for watching. Here with a little Miss Gutser. She's doing a good job as little mare. Just good to get the horses back to the races, sort of in the next couple of weeks or so. Just had a real snotty nose go through the stables, but looks like they're all over it now, and a lot of work. But anyway, hopefully we're headed in the right direction. What do you think of the new? This is our new jumpers. It's not a bad, little sloppy Joe, or what do they call them, hoodies. But yeah, there's a heap of. If you go on our website, I think there's a link. Rob's put a link on there somewhere that you can click onto, and you can have a look if anyone wants to buy any of our merchandise. It's all good. But yeah, hopefully didn't do a few miles this week, and end up buddy from Swan Hill to Werribee to Terang through the week. So anyway, hopefully we can find a winner somewhere there. Until next week, see you later. Super Socks will go to Swan Hill on when's Swan Hill? Sunday or Monday? I hope it's Monday. She's trained to the minute, so it'd be no good if I race her a day early.